You're about to see the chips that are silently powering the next wave of AI, but most people have no idea who controls them. If AI was a supercar, these chips are the engine, and the drivers behind the wheel, that's the real story. In the next 15 minutes, you'll get a front row seat into the most powerful AI chips in 2025 and who controls them. Imagine your phone, your car, your home assistant, all suddenly thinking, learning, and acting. That shift doesn't come from software alone. It comes from hardware, so advanced it almost feels like science fiction. And yet, we're already living it. A dark data center hums. Racks of glowing servers stretch endlessly as cold air flows through steel corridors. In 2025, the hidden race is under the hood. The race for who builds the brains of AI. We'll explore the giants, the challengers, and the consequences for you, for the world. Stay with me. Because the winner of this race shapes not just tech, but power itself. Think of an AI model like a giant brain. To function, it needs two things: data and computing power. These chips are the muscles that let it crunch millions of parameters and trillions of operations. Today's chips aren't just faster. They're architected differently, built for reasoning models, not just prediction. One leading chip now handles petaflops of work using ultra-high bandwidth memory. And the demand? It's exploding. Companies say they need 100 times more compute than they expected just a year ago. So if you're wondering why your app suddenly feels smarter, this is the reason. But who makes these chips and who gets to control them? That's where things get interesting. Meet NVIDIA, the name most people think of when it comes to AI hardware. Its latest architecture, Blackwell, is being hailed as the new standard for high-performance intelligence. But it isn't just about speed, it's about dominance. NVIDIA controls the ecosystem, the software stack, the cloud partnerships, the supply chain. Power like this brings questions. Who has access? Which countries are allowed to buy? What rules decide who gets the future? Because make no mistake, these chips are geopolitical weapons disguised as silicon. They're under export controls, trade wars, and diplomatic chess games. Your next AI breakthrough might depend on what one company or one country decides to ship. From cloud computing to autonomous cars to creative tools, the ripple effects touch everyone. But there's competition rising fast. AMD is challenging the throne with its MI350 and MI355X chips, silicon beasts built for data center training. Amazon Web Services has its own custom hardware, Trainium and Inferentia, making AI processing cheaper and faster for developers. Google continues with its TPU line, Tensor processors that silently power everything from search to Gemini. More players mean innovation, but also more complexity. Who defines the standards? Who controls the market? Who wins the next upgrade cycle? Not all the action is in giant servers. Some of the most revolutionary chips are smaller than your fingernail. Qualcomm is leading the charge for Edge AI, chips that let your devices run machine learning locally without depending on the cloud. That means more privacy, less lag, and smarter phones, cars, and wearables. Meanwhile, in China, Huawei is fighting to build its own destiny. Its new Ascend chips and SuperPoD AI clusters mark a massive step toward chip independence. The message is clear: the AI brain is global and its neurons are being built in every corner of the planet. But here's the deeper question: who truly controls them? The chip is not neutral. Whoever controls the hardware controls the capability. Governments can restrict exports, block access, and shape innovation through supply chain policies. We've seen it happen already. Countries weaponizing chip access to gain strategic advantage. For you as a user, it means your device's intelligence might depend on international politics. For startups, access to high-end GPUs could mean life or death for innovation. And for the world, it raises a chilling question: will only a few tech empires hold the keys to AI? You see this every day without realizing it. When your phone recognizes a song, that's a neural processor working locally. When a hospital uses AI to read thousands of scans in minutes, that's a cluster of training chips running in the background. When a car drives itself, it's not just software, it's hundreds of chips computing reality in real time. These are the invisible engines of progress, the metal beneath the magic. So why should you care? Because these chips are shaping your world quietly. They decide how fast your apps respond, how secure your data stays, and how much power your device consumes. The companies that own this hardware also own the future software ecosystem. If they set the prices, they set the pace of innovation. And in that sense, understanding AI chips isn't just for engineers anymore. It's for everyone who uses technology to live, work, or dream. The future, even more intense. NVIDIA's next-gen architectures are rumored to deliver over 50 petaflops per chip. Startups are exploring energy-efficient alternatives, neuromorphic processors, and quantum-inspired circuits. And the real battleground might shift from chip speed to chip control, fabrication plants, supply chains, and sovereign chip alliances. TSMC in Taiwan, Samsung in South Korea, and new fabs rising in the US and India. This isn't just tech, it's economic warfare played in nanometers. The coming decade won't just ask who has the fastest chip, but who owns the infrastructure that makes chips possible. That's where the ultimate power lies. For creators, entrepreneurs, and dreamers watching this is your map. AI isn't just software anymore, it's hardware shaping opportunity. If you want to build something world-changing, keep one eye on the algorithms and one on the silicon they run on. So there you have it, the most powerful AI chips of 2025, the giants controlling them, and the future they're quietly building. If you found this eye-opening, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and drop a comment below. Tell me, which company do you think will dominate the next 5 years of AI hardware? Check the links in the description. I've shared resources and communities where you can learn, build, and profit from the AI revolution. Because in the age of intelligent machines, awareness is power. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and never stop exploring the world beneath the code.